afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the wonderful world of music. I am your host, Ukulele Bill, and we're going to start out with an instrumental, and it's called Someday. Someday, ladies and gentlemen. That was just a little fun that I had with an instrumental. Ladies and gentlemen, this here is called Big Band Music. And ladies and gentlemen, it goes like this. Every Saturday and Sunday, when possible, I watched Lawrence Welk. 1935, he left home with just his accordion. After 5 years, had his own Dixieland band. He hired musicians who stayed with him for 27 years. Along the way, he hired people who became great stars. He saw people with great expectations. Some were small children who grew up on his show and became big stars. He was a perfectionist. He gave the audience what they wanted. He hired George Gates to be his orchestra leader, who went and made the band great. Lawrence also directed his band, made it one of the best. And his slogan was, keep a song in your heart. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this here is, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to stay under 180 pounds. Oh boy. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm walking around my basement, walking up and down the stairs. Yes, walking around the basement, trying to stay under 180. Walking around the basement, I am walking the track at the local high school, trying to walk 10,000 steps a day. Just walking around my basement, got my mind set up. Need to look good in June. Yes, walking around the basement. Go to the senior center. I walk around that treadmill, trying to stay under 180 pounds. I'm trying, ladies and gentlemen. You know, gaining weight is but losing the weight is very tough. Best thing to do is, try not to gain weight in the first place. If you get heavy, it's my fault. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going back to my, what do you call those things? Microwave 4-minute soups and my oatmeal in the morning. Oh, boy. Now, this here is the other partner. And this is what happens every once in a while. Why does marriage seem to take a backseat when life goes by? We have discussions. It seems the spark of love loses its spark. A lot of love is lost. If one partner develops a disability and not able to do the things, well, they are not able to do anymore. Well, the work puts on the other partner, the partner's shoulders, with things they are really not capable of doing. So when one has to work and when the other one has a disability that's not able to work like they used to, that puts a strain on our marriage. Best thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not married, don't. Ooh, boy, did I get into trouble on that one. Hey, let's look at it this way, folks. If we don't get into trouble once in a while, hey, you gotta start a conversation somewhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this here is my idea of climate control. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a meteorologist or anything like that, but this here is my reason. Climate control cannot control the trash that is dumped in the ocean. And, plastic never dissolves. It really doesn't. It's washed up on the beaches. It seems to have that certain smell that can really ruin the climate. Oh, baby. And with the species that go up in the air, with the air of fires that block the sun, wildfires, that element of also chemicals in the air, with woods and fields can cause also a climate control. Then we have the trees that don't absorb the water, and that can open the land, could control tornadoes and all that sort of stuff. With all those components together, can control different wind and can the climate changes. The change in the weather. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hey, that's that's my understanding anyway. I'm not a rocket scientist, folks, so. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this here is no more. No more what? Okay, here we go. When two people come to realize help is ordered to bring on the understanding, time to sell the house. Well, we all want to stay in the house as long as possible. We spent money to keep up with the upkeeping. Well, there is always things that have to be done. You have done to increase the price when needed to sell the house. Oh boy. Hoping things would increase when the price is sold. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to realize that a house is your biggest investment. And of course, your partner, whether it's he or she, you know, when you have to sell the house and you both have to come to an agreement, well, you know, it's like those times are really hard to make the decision. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Never Rich. Well, never mind that. Okay. Bill, you're not a rich man. I am not a rich man. Never be a rich man too. If I were a rich man, if I were a rich man, if I were a rich man too. If I were a rich man, I would buy the Barker Room. Buy the Barker Room. Buy the Barker Room. Barker Room at the 1661 Inn. At the 6161 Inn on Block Island. At the 1661 on Block Island. I would not buy anything that comes with responsibilities. Find out after being Performer of the Year. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we could have a goal in life. It may never happen, but let's face it, folks. I know we gotta live for the moment, but if we don't have a goal that we want to reach, what are you gonna do? Just sit there and go, oh, hey, that was on TV. Oh yeah, that was on. What kind of goal is that in life, folks? You have to have something to go for. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. What the heck is this one? Was this one of mine? Huh? I guess it is. All right. Mistake. I think we all make a lot of mistakes, folks. If you find life is not kind, take a minute to reflect what life is all about. Mistake of being a CNA, oh yes. I could have became a great saxophone player. I was never hired for the hospital, but nursing home. Could have worked in a nice assistant living where I wanted to go. In a little time I could have made full time in a couple of weeks. But I obeyed my father, did not take the job. Found out too late, the hospitals were not hiring. Well, if I had stayed there, but if it happened earlier, I would have made a great saxophone player. But, ladies and gentlemen, you know, the assisted living wasn't paying benefits. William, you gotta get benefits. I said, but Dad, the assisted living is a great place. I'll probably be hired full time in a couple. William, it does not pay benefits, and you need benefits. So you got a job in a nursing home, go for it. I go, okay, Dad. Back then, kids, we respected our parents, even though we didn't want to, but we had to. Kids, we did not have a voice growing up. We did not have a voice. Well, here we go, folks. They say, don't look back. But I got into trouble. I did somebody else's song. And I was threatened. If I did one more, I'd be kicked off of YouTube. I don't know anything about copyright. I didn't know anything about that. Boy, I found out afterwards. Man, I got killed on that one. All right, here we go. Okay, what makes me mad? Oh, I think that's the title of this song, ladies and gentlemen. What gets me mad? The people who did other people's songs and made millions. I write my own. And get out of it nothing. Why do I spend time as a professional? Why couldn't I get a sponsor to help spread my music? Well, I had one person who owned a $30 million mansion. She said she would help me. I said, that's great. She says, as long as you buy my VIP card to help support me. I said, hey, what's the matter? You got a $30 million mansion and you can't support me by helping my songs get out there? I said, what's the matter? You're not making enough money? Oh, my God. I try to work hard. Try to write better songs. However, I like what I do. I hope we'll still be alive. I guess, wishing and hoping. Well, it'll probably come, I hope. That's Hollywood. Oh yeah, these people there, they are rich. But I have to buy their, $200 VIP card to support them? Hey, I'm a professional. And by the end of this year or next year, I'll be riding high. And then I'll say to them, hey, I'll help you, but you got to buy my VIP card. Oof. Ladies and gentlemen, 50s and 60s. Here we go. When the 50s and the 60s generation songs were simplified and went viral. However, when the 60s the British invasion came in, made a lot of teenage idols. They lost their identities. As generations change, so does the type of music. If they cannot write or play that type of music, they are out. Look at the Beatles, one of the group wanted a solo career, and presto changeo. That is the age. I write my own songs. Since I make no money, I don't have to worry. Well, the 50s and 60s, except for the Vietnam War in the 60s, the 50s generation, folks, that was the best. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Enter Business. Oh, I think that was a mistake of mine, but here we go. What do I expect at 78, trying to enter a business where a perfectionist is writing a song? That is not true, but hey, my imagination can only run so long. That is why people need a wild imagination. Some people say how long they can work, go home and sleep. My wife leaves the house at 6 o'clock and returns at home at 6 p.m. But at her age, she still works full time. All right, listen, okay. All right, I can do this song. Here we go. This is what I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Hollywood by storm. I'm going to take Hollywood by storm. No one is going to. I'm going to win every category. People who used to laugh at me, but when I win everything, they'll be laughing no more. They will lose when I take Hollywood by storm. Will I buy a high mansion? No siree. I will make the ranch that I am still living in. No one will know how much money I have when I take Hollywood by storm. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that was a fantastic show. Whoa. Geez, even the sound room is burned up at me. Hey, camera, I'm over here. You're not interested in me either, huh? But someday, baby, I'll be there. All righty. Hey, folks, that was one heck of a show today. Well, hey, good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And though it's always sweet sorrow to part, you know you'll always remain in my heart. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again, adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and Remember what Lawrence Welk always said, keep a song in your heart. Oh, and this here is, and I go out with this here. Oh, someday I'll know a song by heart, ladies and gentlemen, but ladies and gentlemen, hey, this is Ukulele Bill. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.